In this dark future, there's only one sport. Robofight. Today, you're watching the second match of Robofight semifinals. The second chance rumble, a battle royal between the machines that lost their fights. The best Robofighter will get a new claim to fame and a new chance to prove itself in a match against the horrifying Trashbot. These ferocious combatants will keep destroying each other until someone gets 2 wins. Good luck with that. Here they come. Welcome the fighters ready to crush each other among the toxic wastes of the abandoned factory. The first contender is a blood-red bringer of mayhem, a robo-fighter with explosive temper created by Technomancer called Faust 404. Crusher Crab 3000. The second contender is a menacing machine of jet-powered fists. Welcome, the brainchild of Comrade Semenov, the fearless TURBOFIST. The third contender is the monster haunting the Great Sepulchre, a machine built by the Master Berserker Gang from the remains of other robo-fighters, the ruthless BABA YAGA. And the fourth contender is a robot devised by Max Daredevil, a dream of a better future armed to the teeth. The only police fighter in the world with no police. The lightning-quick law enforcement. Let's go into round 1. Today, we see all sorts of weaponry. There are shotguns, machine guns, missiles, you name it. Here comes the first barrage, hitting the side of Baba Yaga. It looks like the fighters are splitting into groups. TURBOFIST teamed up with Law to gang up on Crusher Crab. These ogres sure are devastating, even without the boost. Crusher Crab is, well, crushed. It can hardly fight. A situation Baba Yaga takes a full advantage of. She makes short work of Crab with her shotguns. All the while, TURBOFIST tries to keep up with law enforcement. But it's no easy task, even with the rocket boosters on. Just look at this! As a result of the failed attack, Law finds itself thrust to the ground. And then, into the toxic lake. He won't live long. Yep, there he goes. But Baba Yaga suffers the same fate. She's also dumped into the toxic waters. The winner of the first round is the mighty TURBOFIST. Let's watch again. The first missiles. That unfortunate moment when Law was brought down. And the last moments of Crusher Crab. Round 2. The fighters are ready to roll. Once again, the missiles connect, but don't leave as much as a scratch on law enforcement. Oh, did you see that jet-assisted dodge? And here is the first big tumble of the day. Crab is right in the middle. Not the position you'd want to be in. Yeah, it's what you like to see. Showers of sparks. The fighter is overturned. Crab lost most of his body. Doesn't stop him, though. He's still providing his opponents with a healthy diet of lead. Just look at that. There's only one fighter that's still relatively undamaged and capable of fighting full force. TURBOFIST is in no hurry. His enemies aren't going anywhere. Time for some methodical slaying. Look, even in that state, Law was able to give to Saw one of his hands off. Baba Yaga re-enters the fight. Who will win? Now let's see. 2 rivals clash. TURBOFIST tries to take his enemy down with a back saw. Doesn't work out. He's left with only a single side saw. Do you see it? Most of his hull is gone, but he tries still to get his opponent. Very brave. Yeah, but it's the end for him. He tries to blow himself up, but fails to do serious damage. Baba Yaga finishes Law off. and she's the winner of the second round. Let's watch the recap. The first missiles, a great dodge by TURBOFIST, and the moment Crab loses his legs. Rock City car batteries. They last for months if you don't use energy weapons. This time, the fighters will face each other on a smallish arena. There aren't many places to run or hide. Another hit on Law. He really wants some of that TURBOFIST soil, but Turbo manages to slip away. Yeah, Yaga goes for Crab. She really gives 100%. She goes all in. But looks like Crab has an upper hand in that engagement. Yaga is in a spot where she can't get him with her shotguns, while Crab just keeps on peppering her with bullets. TURBOFIST still tries to run Law down, and we have another free-for-all. Turbo is again using this to his advantage. Law enforcement loses his wheels. Crab stops firing at Baba. No, he's still targeting her. Switches to Turbo. Let's see if Turbo can deal with them. He only needs to come on top one more time. Another rough and tumble with 3 remaining fighters. Yaga doesn't have much of a chance, but she still tries to hit her rivals with her hull. Look at what Turbo does. We didn't see that in his first fight. Having lost his auger-clad arm, he keeps on attacking his opponents with backsaw. And side saws as well. He's a very dangerous fighter. Other contenders should be very careful with him. And Crab is down. Only a few moments ago it looked like he would come up on top, but TURBOFIST was able to overturn him. Let's see what happens next. These two are in the Crab's blind spot. What is she doing? She pushes Crab to the trees. We don't know if that's what she intended to do, but she puts Crusher Crab on top of her. Crab is able to fire again. That's bad news for Turbo. Very bad news indeed. Just look at that. It's like they merged together. That didn't last long though. Yaga will go up in flames very soon. Yeah, there she goes. What a deadly embrace. 2 monsters of steel keen on bringing each other down. Who will prevail? Who will bite the dust? Turbo has only 1 saw left. There it goes as well, shut off by the relentless Crab. It's the end! The first win of Crusher Crab. Okay, the first barrage. Just look at that. Just a few moves and Yaga is already in a very tough spot. The first dogpile where Turbo wrecked law enforcement. There he is, turning into a beautiful explosion. What a fight. Round number 4. If Law manages to win this round, then we'll have 4 robo-fighters that scored a point each. Any one of them can become the new champion of the second Chance Rumble. A very close game indeed. Law lashed out at Baba Yaga, but now it looks like all 3 fighters want to take on Crusher Crab. A wise move. Crab is a formidable opponent. Turbo runs into a tree. Law hits Crab and hits him hard. Look how he manages to go straight for the underbelly, avoiding the deadly spears. Crab is completely defenseless. What a great clash. A true symphony of destruction. Look at all those sparks. The siren is wailing. Crab is almost gone. And Law has blown up. It was a self-destructive attack and did everything to deal as much damage as fast as he could to get rid of his scarlet opponent, but lost this round. TURBOFIST also tries to dispose of the Crab as quickly as possible. but finds himself being fired at by two of his opponents. He tries to get out, turns around BABA YAGA. She follows him with her shotgun. The TURBOFIST is left with only one Druzhba. He's still capable of doing some serious damage, as we saw in the previous route. He runs into an explosive spear. He's just the command core on tracks now. His only option is to self-destruct, hoping to deal a lot of damage. The smoke clears, and we see that the only thing left of Crab is his cabin. He'll have to self-destruct as well, but that'll be enough to take BABA YAGA with him? We'll see in a few seconds. Yaga tries to get up. Here comes the explosion, and Yaga's still there. Thus, the winner of the fourth round and the second chance rumble is the toughest of the four underdogs of the season, the monster of the sepulchre, the nightmarish BABA YAGA. While we are getting ready for the grand finale of the season, the next match will be fought by two machines that you like the most. Yep, that's right. Just tell us in the comments who you'd like to see in the next show match, and they'll be there. The Judge versus Ultramantis? Maybe Law Enforcement versus Proto-Tank? Or even Crusher Crab 3000 versus another Crusher Crab 3000? It's up to you. Just a reminder, this season you won't be allowed to the finals if you bring firearms or melee weapons with an edge. Blunt weapons are okay.